'cause I won't sleep through all night.
Alright, hello, hello, welcome. I want to do a quick little drawing before I go back to Apex Addiction. But I'm not quite sure how I want to do the background or anything like that. I'm sure about most of the stuff of the character though, so there's that. It's not too bad. Alright, I was thinking of like brown or whatever, for like the background, but since it's fire, it's gonna be like red over here. It's probably gonna look differently. So I think I'll probably wanna. So it's a little laggy for some reason. Oh yeah, hello, hello. Wait, how are you here? Not that I mind, I'm just surprised. Let me see some other ones. I just want to make like some simple-ish background, I guess. I don't really want to make anything. You didn't even watch it? I thought dinner was family time. The background's not that important at the moment. I just wanna base colors because usually the background colors affect a lot the colors used. So I don't want to add the background last because it fucks up the colors and stuff like that. And I don't like that. There's gonna be a lot more red when we add the fire. It's not gonna be really this yellow and stuff. But added just some colors at the start, to spice it up a little. Usually background's really easy when using watercolor in real life, for example. It doesn't really suffer from, I don't know, whatever this suffers from. It's not quite the same. I mean, these are pretty good brushes, but yeah, the vibes are not the same. I mean, obviously it's a digital program. I don't expect them to be the same. No, not that. Oh, I'm gonna remove that a little bit for now. I'll just go around smashing these colors in a little. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay brown, but I thought it would probably be a good contrast with the fire, but it might also blend too much with the character, so we'll see. We shall see how that's gonna go. For now, I'll leave it like that. Maybe actually add a little bit more over here, maybe. Probably good to make it lighter around the character to have them stand out a little. Something like that. Oh wait, that was under my, whoops. Let me merge that. Cool. Cool. And now I'm going to, I actually wonder one thing. I don't know how clean my lines are for, to just select this. I would have to like merge it as well. Let me save it. Let's see. Merge. Select. Let's see. Yeah, there's holes. It's not really as clean as I hoped. Oh well. Well, it's pretty clean over up here, so. Maybe we can. How does it go again? Like this? Yeah. Well, that seems clean enough, somewhat, I think. Probably not everywhere, but yeah. Okay, let me check how clean will that be. So, can select half, cannot select other half. Alright, that's obviously not the color we want. I was just checking. Well, okay. Guess we'll have to do it manually, probably. My little inking brush. Cool. Something like that, maybe? Yeah. We can do big areas first, and then we'll do the corners. I just want to have like one block in because I can't select it as my lines have holes in them, so can't really select everything. I don't know how close this is to the background color. Oh well, we can always lighten that up. It's not really a big deal, I think. Am I quiet, by the way? I don't know how good the mic is. I don't know how loud I am. Basically, I don't really want to do too much into this. I want to do more of quick flat colors just to lay them down, stuff like that. We gotta separate the layers later, that we want, obviously. Work on individually. I just having a base really helps. Big bulky color. Alright. think we blocked in the big shapes. Alright, right. It's because it's far away. I think I need to put it closer anyway. Let me just really. Actually, I don't want to hit the mic, so I'm just gonna mute for a second. Alright, there we go. I think it should be better now. It's like closer and everything. So, and I'm also talking louder. Okay, now I want to. Let me just put this here. I don't want any lines going up. We're doing a closer cleanup of these the colors of the color one color we call. But there we go. Yeah, I think I decided on cell shade coloring in the end, or some variation of it. I know I wanted to do something with the fire that's gonna look square or something. I forgot what it was in my head. I didn't forget it, but I don't know how to explain it. So I hope that looks well in the end when I do it. It might not, which is okay. But yeah, I think it's gonna look cool, probably. Man, days here are becoming really hot when you're in the sun, but like the cold wind is really blowing. And it's really cold when you're in the shade. Which is kind of like, I don't know how to dress. I think I generally overdress because like, if I'm hot, it's easy to take the jacket off or a coat or whatever I'm wearing, right? But if it's cold, then like, what am I gonna do, bro? I'm just gonna freeze. It's gonna be cold the whole time, right? So I like sit in the sun trying to get the vitamin D a little bit. Should probably put sunscreen or something, to be honest. That sun was burning my eyelids. But yeah, but since I'm also wearing like really warm clothes, it's a weird combo. Like when I wear less and I'm sitting in the sun, I get warmer faster, obviously. Because I wear less clothing, so the sun can like get to me. It's getting to me. But when I'm wearing like a coat or something, it's not really that. It's warm, but like I feel like I can just sit in the sun, and I look like it's winter with the clothes I wear. But it's not. It's just me being like, okay, I'm gonna. And also, my stores where I work inside is always cold, so if I get too hot, I just go in for 5 minutes, like cool down, and then go out again. And it's even colder, like if I go inside where I usually sit during the winter. Really cold. Lizard life. Indeed. Yeah, I should though bring a sunscreen, because like, I was thinking today, which is obviously a pretty obvious thing that a lot of people think, how like the sun is this fucking raging orb of fire that's really, really, really far away, but it's so hot it reaches us and can give you like skin damage and whatnot, right? It's like it's kind of insane thinking about it, because like the same amount of heat I feel from the sun when I'm like just sunbathing, it's as if somebody's holding like a torch in front of my face or like fire, and I don't know, but it's nothing that close. It's mega far away, and it's like, bruh, that's obviously, as I've said, everybody thought about it. But that's why. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to. I realized in these days that I haven't been streaming that I didn't give her eyelashes. I wanted to give her eyelashes. That's right. If I could remember which pen I used. Was it this one? Or was it this one? I don't know. I think it's this one. Magic. Let me just figure out what kind of eyelashes I want to give her. Maybe I should sketch them first a little. Or something, because I don't really know how I wanted her. Or do I even... I'm not even sure if I want to give her eyelashes. I feel like it would give it a little more of a striking look, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't. It's like the big anime eyelashes. This is just like testing to see how it would look like. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. I'm probably not gonna actually do that. Alright. Cool. Guess that was a waste of time. Thanks for doing this. Rock is not so far. I'm like, I think I already did give her collarbones, didn't I? I did the uncomfy bones is what they should be called. Yeah, I also think that when people say that, because it's like, I mean, which is also interesting. I'm gonna shit on religion right now, so if you're religious, not you specifically, if anybody ever watches this and they're religious, where I used to be, it's fine. I can shit on it. I have every right to. How like there's always this idea, right? God, this music is distracting me. Let me ignore that a little. Can't form coherent sentences. Yeah, with how it's so lucky that everything's so perfectly made just for humanity. How God made sure that literally the sun is the right way, that this is that I don't fucking know, whatever you want to take into consideration that of the way that Earth exists in space, right? It's all so perfect just so humans can live. It's like, I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but it definitely is not, I don't know, whatever the fuck they think it is. Because it makes no sense, like, especially, as you said, when they say, we're so lucky. There's no luck, bro. If sun decided to explode tomorrow, what would you call that? The sun's just doing its life, you know? Like, if it was the sun that's ending its life or some shit. Like, what luck, bro? What you think? You think that the sun was like, okay, I'm gonna be this distance right over here, just so life can be developed on this one tiny little rock, bruh? Or that God did it? Like, no, no. I don't think God gives a shit if God exists, which I don't know. I don't deny, or I don't know, but I don't think he gives a shit. I mean, I think you just need to look around to realize the God doesn't give a shit. So this is gonna remind me. There's like a comic. There's like a comic I saw where somebody went to heaven or something, and the God was a cat, and it's like indifferent to human suffering. And the person's like, makes sense. So yeah. I mean, it's just some bullshit, honestly. I just really hate how, like, certain religions specifically make sure that literally everything in your life is somehow has to be seen in some way through the eyes of said religion, right? Oh, this is gonna become I'm shitting on religion stream. Let's see what you said. Even evolution. I think it's like guided or something. Yep, yeah. It's like trial and error, and those who tried managed to do had the right attributes to survive. They survived. Exactly. People always do kind of assume that. It's also kind of funny because there's like, I forgot the word for it, but like when there's multiple times in like history where certain animals evolved, which is I think happens with crabs. So at like a few different points, the crabs evolved. Like things keep evolving into crabs, which is really funny. Or crab-like creatures, right? Nature's like, this is peak design. This is what I'm doing. Which I think is really funny. It's like this is the template we found that works. These creatures keep surviving, and it's all good. Anyway, what I was saying, yeah. So like almost the religions I'm familiar with, and religions a religion I used to be part of, they just aim to make every part of your life consistent and dependent and whatever, right? Just thinking about religion and supposed existence of God all the time. You're eating, thank God you have food. I don't know, you're writing homework, thank God gave you brains. Like, God did not give me brains, okay? If what, and then like if you have somebody who's mentally like challenged or something, oh, you know that it's either God is testing the person, a family member most of the time, right? Of that person, of their strength because they can take it, or their gift from God, you know, or what have you, you know. It's like shut up. It's like shut up, okay? Like they just people just are the way they are. It's not a gift. It's not a punishment. They just are, bro. It happened, okay? It's not like God was like, yeah, Timmy over here is not gonna be able to fucking read because I'm a dick, I guess. I'm just like, fuck him up, because fuck him, you know? Like, what kind of... And also, I want to tie into that. What kind of fucking God is that? Why do people worship a God? That's fucking mean. And, oh, the biggest fucking lie of most monotheistic religions is that God is kind and forgiving. And what the fuck? Forgiving, kind, merciful. Have you read through your religion? Anyway, you know, if I ever become anything of a bigger creator, people are gonna find this video and they're gonna shit on me for shitting on religion. I don't care. Fuck religion. And whoever created it is created to control. And I understand that people can use religion in order to have some sort of spirituality, or, you know, they want to feel, I don't know, comforted. I get it. I got nothing against that aspect of religion. But mass religion, mass teachings of certain things, it's just weird, man. It's like, man, my you see my brain's going all over the place. I want to say so many things and I don't know where to start and I don't even know where I stop. It's just, it's like, stop. Get some help. Basically, what I think about religion. Not religious people, if anybody's offended, if anybody ever cancels me for this. I'm not talking about religious people. I'm talking about religion as an organized entity and thing that people teach. Like, all of your books have, like, gods that are mean and do things. And, like, oh no, but God is good though. It's okay. Timmy is born with a disability, but, you know, God is good though. It's like, disability doesn't necessarily have to mean negative life, obviously. I'm not saying that. But it's like, these people clearly, like, it's just a mess. Let me think what I exactly want to say. These people think that literally whatever the fuck God does, it's either all good and like even if God. Oh yeah, and some religions is like, oh, but God doesn't do bad. Everything bad that it is happens because devil or blah blah blah. It's like, okay, but who the fuck created the devil? You do understand if God created the devil, then the God is doing the bad, right? He didn't like, oh whoops, there goes my little fallen angel doing his thing. You know, I can't do nothing about it. I'm God, but you know, I can't do nothing. Like, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Like, Timmy can be fine being disabled. It's not like, you know, he's gonna struggle, but he's gonna be fine. It's not God cursed you. It's not, I don't fucking know what. And also, God's not nice to you either. Because, like, look what happens to people who starve everywhere and do whatever the fuck. He's not kind. He's not merciful. If he exists, again. I don't deny or accept. I'm an agnostic. But, like, you can't... Man, this is a rant. Yeah, I get that part. Listen, I get it. Like, especially guilt or blame or whatever. You know, sometimes people are not... how do I say this? Directioned in life. You know, like, most people like other people to tell them what to do. Because it's easier to just follow to do something than expend energy to decide what you want to do for yourself, right? And religion provides that. A lot of religions provide the exact type of lifestyle, you know, that you can follow and you will feel like you're a good person, right? You'll feel like I'm doing this. And again, I'm not saying religion doesn't have good aspects. A lot of religions teach you to be kind to others, right? To take care of the elderly, to make sure to give to charity, to help the you know, people who can't help themselves. And things like that. So it's not like it doesn't have any negative values. But these people oftentimes, religious people, act like it is impossible to be quote unquote moral, whatever the fuck morality is, that's highly subjective, but whatever, unless you're religious, right? Like it's okay, bro. Like, it's okay, bro. Yeah, you can still be moral and not and not be religious. I don't know why they think that's not possible. It's like it's a thing, bro. Do you know what morality is? Do you know how this works? I'm just bothered by a lot of things, honestly, regarding like religion and as I said again, I understand why people like religion. I understand why people indulge in religious practices, and I get it. And I'm not here to be like a fuck abolish all religion or anything of the sort, right? It's just sometimes you gotta think more. And so many times, oh my god, so many times I've met people who are really into their religion, but they haven't read their scripture, right? They don't actually know what their religion states. They have a person they trust that read the scripture, supposedly, and they believe if this person says that something isn't in the scripture, right? They just believe it. They don't check it for themselves. they're not out here being like, okay, I don't know what exactly this would mean, let me just check. And a lot of people, religious people also, just like, if you ask them if they're not, oh my god, as I said, there's so many things I want to say. There's this thing, for example, in a lot of religions, you don't need a lot of information about said religion for people to welcome you and accept you. And I understand why religions are actually super popular, because it's a community. It's often a community that's very welcoming, very friendly to people. They help a lot, especially if you're new and stuff like that. And you feel like if you haven't until that point in time, you feel very accepted, right? Which is a good thing. Again, I'm not saying it needs to be abolished or anything of the sort, but they accept. It's like when you sign up for an internet service, right? They let you sign up with whatever. Like, they don't care. They just want you to sign up. And after you sign up, to unsign it, to stop being signed up, you can sign up with a phone call, but have to go in person to stop, like, being connected to that internet, whatever the fuck, maybe provider or something, right? That's the vibe. That's the vibe they do it. If you're somebody who wants to leave religion, or you're telling people that this is not something for you, which is, by the way, the conversation I had with a friend of mine, where I'm basically explaining why I have all these issues with religion, and I have done all this research and I'm really bothered by these certain things, and that's why I just cannot be religious anymore, right? And then I asked them about it, and they're basically saying, well, they don't know. I need to ask somebody who's higher in education regarding religion than me, right? Well, how can you continue being religious if you don't understand it fully, right? Like, at what point, where's the line? That's my problem. Where's the line? At what point, right? At what point is the knowledge you have about your religion enough? And at what point, like, you don't need to actively seek out reasons or answers to your questions that pertain to your religion. Yeah, the main thing is that they have this need to push it on. That as well. God, that as well. It's just that everybody's always weird about it. I personally haven't, as I was born in a religious family, I don't personally have experience of somebody else pushing their religion onto me. And it's usually regional and stuff like that. However, I know that many people have experienced other people telling them how they need salvation of some sort. It's like, you literally know nothing about this person. You're talking out of your ass. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like, just shut up. No, you don't. But on one hand, since I used to be religious, I get it. It's like, you're in their head. It's like, I need to, quote unquote, save this person, right? If you believe that non-believers are gonna go to hell or whatever else, I think Jehovah's Witnesses believe that people are just gonna die at Armageddon or something like that, right? If you believe these things, why, like, how are you not in constant state of anxiety, right? Like, I remember when I was younger, I was like, well, fuck, with all these things and how good of a person you need to be to go to heaven, right? Or whatever the fuck, yeah, to go to heaven, right? How am I ever gonna go to heaven? And then basically what I latched onto was like, okay, well, if God is merciful, I'm maybe just gonna burn for a little bit of time, and then, God's gonna have mercy upon me and my dirty little soul for all these sins. And I was a child. What kind of fucking sins am I, like, and when I say child, I mean a teenager, because in the religion I was in, when you're a child, basically all your sins go to your parents, which is, again, how the fuck does a child commit sins? Please tell me. Child doesn't even understand the concept of sins. How the fuck is a child gonna understand the concept? That I have a lot to say, it would seem. Yeah, it's just, I don't like it. I like the community provides. I like things about it, but overall, I just don't like it. And it's oftentimes very, people take it a personal offense if you stop being religious. Like if you were religious your whole life and you stop being religious, they take it as a personal failure, right? If you're like living in a community where you're surrounded by everybody that's religious, they take it like you've been radicalized in some way. Like what am I being radicalized? Like I'm asking you my whole life since I was a child all these questions, and none of the answers you gave me were satisfactory. None of them either made sense or I just like, or the answers I accepted later realized that made no sense. Like what radicalized me? Asking questions, like ugh, you know. And also in a lot of places here as well, not everywhere, but there's some places where religion mixes with culture. So which is kind of inevitable to happen, I think. But it also changes the context of certain things. So like things that are not religious become religious because it's tradition, and things that are tradition can, I don't know, like it goes both ways. I don't remember what I've said first, but yeah, it just like it goes both ways. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Which also makes no sense because it's like how in the how stop mixing these things. Okay, perfect example of that is certain places here which have this tradition that if you're from a religious family, at a certain age you need to wear a scarf, right? Doesn't matter if it's not a religious decision. Where I'm from, that's not the case, right? It is a religious decision. It's your personal decision. But this person that I know, where she was from, which is in a different like location and city and whatnot, right? For her, it was not a religious decision. It was a traditional decision. It's a tradition in that place where she lived in that was what happened. But the attire that she's wearing is a religious attire, and she's not as well educated about her own supposed religion as you would expect from somebody wearing that attire. And I feel like that's some sort of a discrepancy, you know? Yeah, that as well. That is, like, people are like, who cares? It's a family holiday. But I understand here, like, I obviously people can celebrate whatever they want. I'm just gonna preface with that. I don't care if people celebrate Christmas or not. Like it literally does not bother me or touch me in any way in my life, shape or form. But I just think it's funny. It's funny like how all these countries celebrate Christmas, and it's like this used to be, as far as I know. If somebody knows better, they can always correct me. This used to be a Christian, specifically Christian holiday, right? They're celebrating the birth of Christ. It's weird that it has gotten inside so many cultures, I guess, you know? I assume because people like it and, you know, you get gifts, you visit family and whatnot, right? Like, I understand that part. That's not what I'm saying. It's just weird that it's mixing in with, like, the way the people live, I suppose, that there and stuff like that. It's weird. There's probably some other holidays that kind of transfer. With some lesser known religions that it only happens if the majority of the population also celebrates that religion, you know? So, yeah. Man, why am I so heated for a religious discussion? What is happening? I'll take a lighter one here first. Yeah, isn't that funny? Like, they celebrate, like, they also celebrate it in Japan as well. it's so widespread. I don't know. It's just a weird. It's weird, in my opinion. And again, people love to take it as a personal offense when you like say things like that. It's like I'm not. Nobody's attacking you. Nobody's. It's fine, bro. Okay. Now I guess I need to figure out. This is my base color. I think I wanted it darker, probably. Yeah, let's do it that way. Here we go. Party theme. Alright. Now I think I'll probably color in the base colors of hair, clothes, and fire. Like flat color. Cool. I'm just gonna create add 1, 2, 3, just like 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Create a quick group. So I can just clip all of these down. Cool. So I decided on the black here. I think that's alpha, right? No, it's not alpha. Whoops. Is it alpha? Yep, there we go. It's just a lot. I feel like just people push it too much, Like you're somehow a bad person if you're not. And I mean, oftentimes I've actually I heard people, why don't you just do, I don't know, quote, immoral action, insert immoral action here, since you're not religious. It's like if religion is the only thing that is keeping you from doing all these negative actions, I'm concerned. I'm deeply concerned that you're a bad person. I mean, I guess some people just, it's hard having a moral compass, it would seem. It's like it's not that hard not to be a dick though. It's okay, bro. And sometimes people don't even believe that, like, you cannot. Thinking is hard though. Oh. I suppose. I mean, I guess there's probably some truth to that, I think. Cause like, I guess I feel like people feel entitled a lot, probably, just to, I don't know, things concerning other people and stuff like that. It's like, it's none of your business, bro. Mind your own business. This has nothing to do with you. I guess that's the vibe I'm going for. I say as I made a whole rant. Yeah. But that also reminds me, some religions either have very deep-seated, like, feelings of shame or guilt associated with it, which is just counterproductive. Like, they teach these people that they need to feel guilty for not for their actions. Oftentimes it's just thoughts, right? Oh, you're thinking this very specific, maybe dirty thing. Ooh, what a bad person you are. Just thinking normal human thoughts, It's like, shut up. Leave people alone. Let people think what the fuck they want. It's just religions often try to police everything about your life. How you gonna eat, how you gonna shit, who you gonna marry, how you gonna marry, how you gonna have sex. Like, isn't it, like, doesn't it not feel creepy? It feels like somebody's peering into your life and like peeking, and they're ordering you around how to do things with your life because they quote unquote know how you're gonna be a good person by not thinking certain things. It's like, it's thoughts. Literally, no human can read thoughts, okay? It's not you can't really control your thoughts, number one. Number two, who cares? It's you're not doing anything to harm anyone if you think anything. You know, it's in your head, bro. It's not like you can project it. It's it's like, stop trying to control. That's the thing. It's just so controlling. Everything's so controlling. They wanna control every aspect of your life, and it's when I say day, there is no day. It's just a religion. It's a religion some people made up. Maybe they actually saw God, but whatever the fuck kind of shit they told us is some bullshit. It's like, why? Why do you believe that this person has the answer to your struggles? Yeah, or that. There's that as well. And like, sometimes as well, some religions are not just that, right? You can do other things, but only after you get married. Now imagine feeling guilty your whole life for thinking some sexual thoughts or something, right? Like, imagine thinking and feeling guilty, and I don't fucking know, right? Your whole life. And then this guy comes like, okay, now you're married, now you don't have to feel guilty for it. Now it's fine because you're married. And it's like, how? It's you can't just switch it off. It's not, it doesn't work like that, you know? But these people don't get it. It doesn't feel like they get it, at least. It's like a bra moment. And I mean, people get really repressed, and I don't, like, a lot of things. And when I hear that some people are like disgusted and I don't know and things like that, it's like, it's a normal human need. Every psychologist agrees that this is that every human needs this. It's one of the, just let people have it. Let people enjoy things. But no, we gotta control everything in your life. It's like, bruh. Mega bra moment. Yeah, they definitely do, especially from really religious families. They definitely do. Which is then like, these people are also not giving any education on how to do things safely and how not to basically hurt each other, and I don't know, you know? And it's like, what? And then, like, I don't know, a month later they're like, whoops, we're expecting a baby. Sometimes obviously they're educated. They're not always uneducated about the subject. But that's not the point, right? The point is, you're rushing into living with somebody, and you feel obligated to stay with them, or to keep dragging it on if it doesn't work out, because you believe that it's some sort of a sacred union. It's a contract. It's a contract. I'll say it. It's a contract. It's not. It's not what you think it is. It's like, give it time, man. Give it time. It's not gonna run away. You know? Stop. I feel like that meme. Old man yells at the cloud. Basically, that's how I feel right now. You'd actually be pretty surprised how often that happens with the getting married just to do that, which is kind of ironic. It's like they keep telling you not to think about this very specific thing, and you can't not think about it. Amazing. Trying to make sure to hit all the right layers. Don't want to mess something up. And even worse is like when, like, I wonder, like, the conditioning, the brainwashing, and like it runs so deep sometimes that, like, no matter how much you point out to people that something is just like not right, I guess, regarding how they conduct or how their religion conducts things, or whatever the case may be. It's just, it runs so deep. Let me just look up some fire references. Just a quick look. Alright. Yeah. That is a thing that happens as well. It's just, you can't. The thing about it is, you can't tell them that they're not gonna accept it, because it's like that. You've put in so much time and energy into this, and now accepting that time and energy was wasted doing that. It's rough to accept. I get that. But like, at some point, you gotta, bro. You gotta, because then you get to live your life the way you want to live your life. You don't need to feel constrained. And then, like, obviously, whoever's religious is gonna be like, I don't feel constrained. I don't feel constrained about this. I feel fine. I'm enjoying life. Like, nobody's saying you're not enjoying life. But obviously, if you have things you don't do because I don't know, your preacher told you probably shouldn't, then you're constraining yourself, It's so weird. And like, sometimes even if they're like skeptical, the mental gymnastics, I even know by myself, right? Like, deep down you know it's not right. Like, you get it, you see it, you understand what they mean, but you don't accept it because you have an answer to whatever they're saying, which is not a good answer. It doesn't need to be a good answer, it just needs to be some sort of an answer, right? And you can just be like, okay, cool, yeah, this is... You can have your opinion and whatnot, have my opinion, and I don't know, and blah blah blah. And it's like, listen, no. It's not, no, bruh. You just don't want to accept it, Like, you don't want to. Like, because a lot of the times when you're really religious, it's a huge part of your life, it's a huge part of your personality, it takes a huge part of your thinking, of your time, or and then being told that, listen, all this time and energy is completely wasted because this is some bullshit. it's really hard to hear. It's really hard to like accept that this is some trash, basically, right? Um, and plus, a lot of the time, you remember all the conditioning and whatnot, and you feel like you're falling out of faith in it because other people are a bad influence, or I guess many different reasons. Oh wait, which one of these is in fire? Okay, these two are in fire as well. It's just, it's usually, it has to most of the time be a process of one person to like do it, it's really hard to, I guess it's kind of like the cult mentality, right? How do you explain somebody they're in a cult? You have to, I think it's called deprogram them, basically. And like, it's hard. Of course, people have ways to do it. But like you, as I said, you lose a big part of of the way you saw yourself. I'm not gonna say a big part of your personality, but it probably affects that as well. But more like the person you thought you were, but you really aren't, kind of thing. After you realize, and then things that are part of your personality that you suppressed and things like that. It's a whole mess, and not just that. It's like it lasts a long time for you to actually acknowledge that, yeah, this is not what I want. This is yeah. What did I want to say? To acknowledge, basically, that you have an issue with your with your own religion that you've been practicing for a long time. And when I say a long time, I mean like sometimes for people it takes a few months, and sometimes it takes a few years. And like if it takes a few years, it means the whatever programming there was is really ingrained, I guess would be the word, in this person. And then if something's that ingrained, it's really hard. It's really hard to get out of it. Yeah, yeah, it's a big part of a lot of people's identity, because especially I think because it's mixed with culture as much as it is. Because if it wasn't, then they wouldn't like feel like they're losing a part of their identity. Because oftentimes when somebody is not really raised with some type of cultural background, which most people are, then they feel deeply connected to it. But if you told them one day, yeah, you don't really belong to said culture in a certain way, right? You'd have some sort of an identity crisis. Now, if you live in a place populated by people that are predominantly always the same religion, and now you don't feel connected to that or want to pursue that anymore, you lose a lot of part of your identity, and you even like think, are you the other cultural identity that you are, because you're not this part of it. Which part are you? It's a mess. It's quite a mess, I must admit. And I know that a lot of people actually have a lot of breakdowns, I guess. They have like some people are just like, okay, well, this is not what I want, and that's that. They don't have any issues, how do I say it, transitioning, I guess, between being religious and not being religious. But that's because this person already went through their identity, whatever. You know, they probably never felt like this identity was a part of them, right? And now that they're going out of it, it's not an issue. They're just gonna go out of it and just gonna live their life normally. It doesn't affect them because it hasn't been their part of the personality as much as it has for some other people. So it is also on a person to person basis, because some people will find it easy to just forget all the conditioning and all the all the guilt and shame that's been instilled in you, while some other people will not. It's quite the pain in the booty. I find that probably it also depends, like, how dependent are you. Like, if you're independent, generally, like a more independent type of person, you're going to handle it more easily, right? Even if your parents freak out and I don't know, but like, if you're not really that independent, then you won't. Sometimes people even, like, how do I say it, fall back into it, not really by choice, but like, you lose I guess a lot of connection to the community and the people you had, and as you lose connection to your identity, and then you'll probably feel like you actually made a bad choice, you made a bad decision, so you can fall into it, which is not something that happened to me, because it's like, for me it took a long time already to get to a point where I understand that this is something I don't agree with, and I reject it. It was never going to be. I knew, like, you just know this is never going to be a part of your life again. Which is, I mean, obviously, that's what I think now. But I used to think when I was religious that I'm always gonna be religious, right? There's no way. Well, actually, how much did I think that is the real question? What happened? What the fuck is that? I basically thought, like, you see the cracks, like, even as a child, you see the cracks, and like, you just know that one day you might either accept it, or you're gonna be like, yeah, this is not something I can stand for in certain terms, and I don't know. That's flat for that. And now I still didn't decide what color I wanted for the dress. I was thinking maybe purplish, bluish tones or something. I'm not quite sure yet, because this is just flat coloring. Obviously, I'm gonna add more colors and different colors to everything. But for now, this is just a quick little thing. What eyes did I say she has? I don't remember. Yeah, and like, when you leave, like, religion or whatever, people actually feel bad for you, and I understand. I know why. I used to be religious. I know why they feel bad. Like, you've lost your way, like, you're gonna rot in hell and what have you, right? But to you, it's like, yeah, bro, whatever you believe. Again, that said, I have no clue if God exists or not, or but if there is an afterlife or not. I'm not quite sure what I believe. I just know that there is a God. He either doesn't care or he's an asshole. So, one of those. I'll probably need to make that darker because of the fight. Maybe not. Maybe a little darker. You can always lighten it up later. For now, like that. So this eye, it's gonna be. What eye color did I say she's gonna have? I think black with red. I mean, I thought Greek gods and whatnot are like an interesting take on gods and humanity, because like most of them are just assholes. But the funny part about it is that people still worship them, so it's like, hmm. Wait, I'm sitting is kind of uncomfy. Yeah, that's true. That there's that, but like it's kind of same with the monotheistic gods as well. They also demand, or you'll be punished. And whenever something bad happens, you're like, whoop, there's the punishment. Ha ha ha. Didn't you like that punishment, peasant? Yeah, I'm probably gonna lighten that up later because it's like she's blind in this eye, but for now I'm just gonna put this down this color. Okay, dress, blue dress, green dress, purple dress, dark purple, paint. No, I don't know. I think I'll go dark blue. Yeah. Something like that, maybe. More faded, maybe. It's kind of going into gray. I mean, it's not like other religions don't have like the punishment for non-worship. I feel like they do. It's always like, obviously there's some aspect of luck, and there's obviously, I guess, personal experiences of people that make them believe that um that either God or supernatural or both exist. I don't know if I believe in ghosts. That'd be pretty dope if there are ghosts. I mean, it's plausible, I guess, to some extent, right? Same as God is plausible to some extent, so I wonder. The truth, what I'm trying to say here is that God is an alien that's observing humans in his little laboratory. Time to blame Zeus. Yeah. I mean, they had all sorts of gods and shit. I guess I mean some older religions that like worshipped the sun or worshipped nature and stuff like that. Probably worshipped it because like, oh look, the nature was good to us, we can feed. There's food here, we're not gonna starve to death. But I find it fascinating, I guess, that humans do often, I'm not sure if the like is the right word, but they lean to supernatural phenomenon. Like even if they can explain it, like even if there's a way to explain it or they know the explanation, they like the idea that it's something other supernatural, right? Like if it's unexplainable immediately or they don't know the answer. There's so many I feel like religions develops in so many points, I guess, in human either lives or history. I just think that's kind of interesting. Like, why? I mean, obviously, I know why. Humans feel powerless. They want to feel like there's somebody looking over them. You know, like somebody's gonna help them and stuff like that. Or if somebody passes away, they want to believe they're gonna meet them again or know them again, or the life that's kind of shit is worth living, and a lot of things. It's not like I don't understand why religions are formed, but I think where's this? I think I gotta put this on top of this. Uh, not over there. Like that. Like that. There we go. So I can just color this in without messing that up. It's like, wow. And especially because it's like God wants you to believe in, like, if God wanted you to believe in him, why? He can do it. He can just do it. He can do anything, right? But no, he wants you to choose to believe. Oh yeah, okay. Is it a choice if you have a gun to your head and basically like, okay, believe. If you don't believe, you're burning in hell. Like, wow, what a choice. What a grand choice. What a kind God. Sarcasm, kind. It's just some Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. I think, you know what I think. There's so many places in human history where they sacrifice humans. I genuinely think people just like to watch other people suffer. I genuinely do. Like, I think there's two states of human being. People who are really empathic and try to and can understand how others feel and go through things, and there are people who just think that they're somehow for some reason better than others and want to see them suffer. I genuinely do. I generally do think, because there's so many wars, there's so many human sacrifices, there's so many beheadings, there's so many, I don't know, like so many deaths, I guess. Most other species, of course, sometimes they fight against each other for resources, but like humans have evolved enough that they don't need to fight for resources. There's enough resources for everyone. But humans just wanna, you know, fight. Which one is that? Where is that? Is it that one? I think it is. Yeah, gladiator games as well. Which is, if I remember my history class, they basically, were doing it to um, people so they wouldn't riot, and they would give them bread, and people would feel like, I had a good time, and I also got some bread to eat. It's like, wow. You're really you're really just gonna watch other people get like killed right in front of you, like have their guts spilled and have, just murdered in many ways, and all of them were like, yeah, this is the shit. It's humans are just really violent, I think. I mean, we kind of destroy most of the time. It's like you have two spectrums of humanity. One just loves to literally destroy everything and be dominant in every aspect of nature and whatnot. And another is like trying to conserve it. Conserve it. I think I said it right. It's like we're the bra moment with that one is some. It's like a rip, bro. Alright, I think that would be for the flat colors. There's probably some details that I didn't color in, but I'm gonna do that. Maybe off time or I don't know. Do it some other time because now I want to play more Apex because I'm an addict. Anyway, this is a pretty short stream. Thank you for watching. See you sometimes before the end of the week. I'm gonna stream again. Probably this, maybe Apex. We'll see. Bye.